Hey, what's going on YouTube? Great Monday. Looks like the GDX miners took off again. So hopefully everyone made some money today. Sorry I'm late. Monday is my day off, and I spent the day fixing my yard so I don't have to do weeds this year. But got as much as I could done before it got dark. It is approximately 8:20 my time in Arizona. But here's the dollar. It's coming down. It did edge below 94 today. So it's hanging on by a thread. And like I said, watch out below, let's just call it 93. Got 4 points on 93. It's trying to break this point here, and it is below this point here. So we're just waiting on 2 more points basically, and usually this last point is could have a bump and run, but I think that this is going to hit these 4 points and just fall apart. So leaving this last point worthless as support. So just keep an eye on that. Look for any bounces, especially back to the 8 and previous lows, which should be in this area. So it looks like a curve, slow action, but could get a steep decline. It's a daily. See what it looks like on a 5-hour. Yeah, there we go. We're getting that bounce now back to the 8, breaking in the previous lows. See if that is enough resistance or it gets rejected. But we'll see. S&P was down a little bit, was up, and then down. It's a weekly chart, so we're only on Monday. Definitely got a double top here of a lower high. So expect this to either bounce here or bounce here off 34. See what it'll do. If it has any support, we could see another try at the double top here or even the lower high. But as there was a emergency Fed meeting today, I didn't hear what was said. Obviously it was negative. And then Obama, Biden, and Yellen had a private session at the White House. And you know what they're talking about, trying to save the economy before the next election. So there you go. Look out for helicopter money. Some rumors are out there that they want to give everybody a whole bunch of cash to go stimulate the economy. What a bunch of doofuses. Anyways, S&P is bearish. The Dow Jones is got that double top outside of the lower highs, and then right back in. So looks like we got a whipsaw coming along here. And this is the weekly chart. So definitely a double top back into previous lows or previous higher lows, lower highs. Excuse me. Freaking tired. Anyways, look for a fall down to support. And 34 is the other support. And also we have a tiny little meeting line here. But definitely below 17.4 is where we need to be on this one. But like I said, they're pulling out all the stops, and See if they can drag this out for another 6 months. But it's definitely bearish. Let's look at crude. Crude is taking another step higher on Monday. It bounced off that 8. It's going to go higher. Look for a pump, a bullish retracement, couple bullish retracements, and then a takeoff. It's right now it's working into previous lows. So that's our trend. We want to get above previous lows to get above the trend and change trend. Oil seems to be wanting to change trend. Doesn't mean it's going to stay up above trend for very long. I mean, you can see the down, the 34 pointing down. I mean, that 34 is going to have to bend pretty tightly. Right now it's almost sideways, but it'll have to bend up. That means the price will have to stay above the 34 for a longer term than this over here, because this didn't ever turn. But right now it's kind of flattening out. See if it'll stay above the 34 for about a month, and then the 34 will start bending up. But as I said it before, always look for a bullish retracement as the 8 crosses the 34, and then again as the 13 crosses the 34 as price comes down to make a splash. But we got a few weeks for that even to come into play. All right, so silver was hot today, hit that 16 hard, and stayed right around the area for a breakout most of the day. So I think we're there. We got reverse head and shoulders. Let me put the lines in. We broke above, came back down where the 8 crossed, tried to break out, came back down where the 13 crossed, and now 2 weeks later, and this is only Monday, we're definitely breaking out here soon. This thing's hot, it's ready. This thing's been coiling up like a spring, where our spring is between our 34 and the resistance 16. So it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, getting pulled back every time it hits it. We'll see what kind of pullback we have this time, but I imagine being that it is coiled up so tight that look for a bounce at 50% of this long green candle. The higher the better. But I don't see any reversal bars here on a 5-hour. So consider it a consolidation. There's a reversal bar there. Lower highs, reversal bar. This is 60-minute. Looks like we got sideways action here. But excuse me, even if this does pull back, we got lots of support at 1550 now. That's where we needed to get above, and now our 34 on a 60-minute is above 1560. So look for a pullback 50% of that long green candle. Maybe let this thing go sideways as the 8 and the 13 come across on a daily chart, and we're ready to go on this thing. Yeah. I mean, that was a push right to the breakout point, and then it backed off. I mean, it wants to be above 16, no problem. Gold was kind of lackadaisical, but still ran. It definitely, we had the top, head and shoulders top here, and then it didn't break down, made higher lows, and broke above. Look for a retracement as the 8 and 13 comes across, and then a final break above 1260 to hit 1280. Yeah, that head and shoulders top on the intraday, on the daily, failed. So we want to get above this previous high here, 1260. We want to close above 1260 on the week. It's likely on this scenario. I mean, we came down, busted above that 8, and just kept going. Highly bullish. And here's our balance point. So the reverse head and shoulders, boom, boom, and this is our right shoulder that we always been waiting. So it's going to complete here soon, and it might complete the same time silver does, which would be just amazing to watch. GDX, I hope everyone makes some money today out on these miners. It was up 5%. Wow. Just did exactly what it was supposed to do. Consolidated above that 8, bounced hard, broke previous highs, and just shot up for another leg up. Exactly what it's supposed to do. Let's see where it's going. Alright, so we're breaking into previous lows here, breaking into previous lows here, and here. We got 2 spots of previous lows and a previous high. So maybe look for a little rest on this thing. It's hitting 3 points of resistance. But then we got blue sky break at 27.50. Previous lows 26. Actually, let's look at a monthly, see if we can get a better. Breaking into these previous lows here. We're at these previous lows here and here. Look for a break up to 27. Sounds about right. Right around 27. So another $5 on this thing before it kind of has to consolidate. Maybe a bullish retracement back to the 34. Going back to the weekly, this thing's so bullish. It never retraced back to the 34 on the weekly. I don't know. Blue sky's the limit. Just sell into resistance. Take your profits, sell into resistance. Don't get caught in a windstorm where it whipsaws your ass into bankruptcy. I think it can go to 30, right where that gap is. But we got resistance at 27. We're at resistance now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of resistance, 8 points of resistance. I don't know what's going to do here. If it does anything, it might gap and hailstorm, man. This thing's so bullish. I mean, they might extend this thing all the way to 30 and then fill the gap. I would like to see that. That would be awesome. Anyways, great day on the miners. One good one was Nugget. I know some of you are playing some options on that. It broke that 72 and just took off. Where is it going? We got resistance at 250, 204. I don't know where this is going to go. There's no way to tell. 136. We got tweezer bottoms at 100. Let's call it an even 100. See if we can get to 100. $20 more before it gets stopped. 91 to 100. Right around there. These previous lows. Alright? Because right now it's sitting at these previous lows here. And it's so bullish. I mean, these might not mean anything right now. Let's see if we can get to 100 on Nugget. I bought this one today. The reason why I bought it is because the bastards took some money from me earlier, and I wanted it back. But the real reason why I bought it is because, quite obviously, it was on my watch list. So when it gapped out, because I'm always watching the weekly charts. I don't skim around on the dailies trying to figure out price action. But once it broke out, and it was up here just right at the start of the morning. I mean, everything was just like gapped. But this thing came down into its point of its breakout. So I bought in right around this 120. So what happened was it broke out, and it kind of just slid down, and it stayed right around here all day. So once it broke out, I waited for that bullish retracement, and I waited my damnedest. I think I'm in at 120. Not a lot of shares, guys. Just I'm buying these things to accumulate free shares. All right, so you see what I'm saying? It broke out, gapped up, and then it retraced back to the weekly breakout point. And so I was like, okay, I'm in. So it stayed above. I thought it was so early in the morning, I thought for sure it was going to come down. I grabbed it, and it was just going to take off again, but it didn't do that. So I'll just have to wait another day. But I'm in a good spot right above the breakout. I watched it break out, come back down to the breakout point, and I grabbed some shares. And you can see that gap. Gapped above open, previous highs, gapped, went all the way up, came all the way down, retraced, bullish retraced all the way down to the breakout point, which was 118. I think I'm in at 120. So see what happens. But bullish retracements are good buys. Bullish retracements back into support. I got a donation from William. Thank you, William. I appreciate all the coffee I can buy with your donation. And you wanted to know about MUX. Oh, hang on. MUX. It's McElwain Mining. MUX. Here's a weekly chart, and it's just one of those that really just broke above the 34, retraced just a tiny two step, and just took off. And then I think your question would probably be right around here. Has it? This is that's a stair step pattern. You see this a lot in bullish markets. I call it a step down, as it steps, 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 and then it bounces. And it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It bounced off the weekly 8 and just took off. On this sort of thing, you can be brave and take the previous high break, which is this one, or wait for the previous high break. And then, now I don't think you have anything to worry about. Let's check out the monthly. Yeah, it changed the trend on the monthly too. Look at this large monthly reverse head and shoulders. Look for a retracement and a right shoulder above the 34 on the monthly. Buy and sell into that channel on the when it makes that the right shoulder. You can see the left shoulder, huge head, and then watch a bullish retracements, pullbacks into support, and sell resistance. I don't know how high this thing's gonna go. Pretty hard to tell. It's so dang bullish. These things get out of control. They're going anywhere they want. Looks like you got resistance, a double top here. One top, two top at 3. I think it'll go to 3. But like I said, watch, sell into resistance, buy into support, and it's gonna, you got the right shoulder, the head, and it's gonna complete a right shoulder. You can trade this thing, accumulate shares left and right. Sell into resistance, buy into support, sell into resistance, buy into, you make the higher lows, and then bang. It'd be a nice thing to have. So you don't have anything to worry about, and you're breaking all previous lows. There's previous lows here. I think it'll go to 3 on a monthly. Could take all month to get there, but yeah, I think I can't. All I know is that that's a stair step. It took off from there. There's no telling where this is going on a weekly chart. You are in the resistance here. Previous lows here. I think you got a good chance to go to 3. Might take a while. A lot of volatility, you know. So just make sure you take your shares and take your profits. Don't get caught in a thunderstorm. Pretty nice if you were in that. That's a great stair step pattern. I mean, that's the textbook right there. That's a I call it a stair step. It's stairs, stair steps, stair steps, stair steps, and then bounces hard. See that a lot. Pay attention to that pattern on these bullish breakouts. And then you wanted to know about Great Panther Silver, another great one that didn't ask any questions whether or not it should break out or not, because it really just did whatever it wanted to. Great ride, especially above 60, and you're just following that 8 all the way up. Stay above previous high, which is a dollar. Stay above the dollar. Um, these things are so bullish. I got to go to a longer term to figure out where we're at. There's another reverse head and shoulders on a monthly. I don't know if you can see that right here. Left shoulder, head, just like the last one. So I would do the same. You got resistance at 150 and 140. So I would say this thing can go to 140. You are breaking previous highs over here. Not sure if those are gonna be any significance though, because the looks like a new issue back here. $1.10. You're hitting resistance now on previous, and then you got previous low here at 116, 140, 150. I think I can go to 150. No, I got to say 140. It can go to 140. But watch as this thing needs to watch on the monthly chart as the 8 crosses over the 34. Watch price come down to meet it. That's the best I can do. Definitely bullish. I mean, that 60 break was high and mighty. Yeah. I mean, 120 is a double on the break, so you might be careful at 120. But you got a high here, high here, high here, and then 2 more highs. You're right there. It could turn around at any time. But as we speak, monthly it's on its highs, and weekly it's on its highs, and daily gapped up. Stay above your previous high, 108, or even one. Definitely stay above a dollar. With these previous highs, stay above 108. If it goes below 108, I would take profits. There you go. That's the best I can do on that one. Great ride. All 3 of these were except no. MUX was not in my watch list, so thank you. I'll keep watching that one. That was a great stair step right there. And then you wanted to know about Goro, Goro, which is Gold Resource Corporation. It's another bullish stock. Breaking in the previous lows here. So we got to be careful. Sell into resistance. Previous lows are resistance. But as we speak, I think we can get to 3. We might ride all these previous lows into the 3 mark. That makes sense. These long wicks, usually price can take them right into the bodies. So you're breaking into previous lows, but it could ride this wick all the way up to the body, which is 3 o'clock high. And you got a reverse head and shoulders on the weekly. So look for a 3 o'clock high and then a retracement back to the 8. And then another break at 314 as that consolidates. And these things are going to help. These things are going to be cash cows for a lot of people. I mean, they're breaking off weeklies. Very nice. Hope you're in that. Up 7% today. I don't think you have any complaints. This AUY is just the monster. Like I said, I bought it at this previous high break. I think it was in at 334, and I took a ride that day, sold it Friday, and then it gapped up. But the thing is, I'm accumulating these things. So I was in it. Not a lot of shares, but hopefully these bull markets are going to last a few years, and I'm just going to trade them and trade them and trade them again. Being that my core is not a lot, so I'm just buying these on breaks, making sure I get some cash, and then letting it ride. And look at that. That's awesome. Weekly, where are we going on this? I think it'll get to the 50% of this candle here, which is also this previous high break. I think it'll go to 5. Might take a while, but it'll get to 5. That'll be awesome. Wow. Up 10% today, 10.5%. That's it, guys. Hopefully you all made some money. And again, sorry I'm late. I know that I should have these out earlier, but I was so damn busy trying to get things done. Thanks for the donations. I really appreciate that. It's a great compliment. And then sign up on I Love Precious Metals Facebook page. Post everything that I watch every day. And get yourself a Bitgold account. The economy doesn't look good. Watch out for that helicopter money coming your way. So, if the Federal Reserve wants to give me cash, I'm going to turn around and take it out of the system and buy gold and silver. So, go ahead, give me some cash. I want it. I'm all for it. These people are idiots. Anyways, have a great one. See ya.